All right, guys, welcome. I'm just Instagram guys. Go over to Braaap online at Facebook. We're going live, and yeah, welcome to all you guys in Facebook world. So thanks for joining us. We're doing live stream, Friday live stream here. Come in with your Q&A questions. Come and chat, hang out. I've got a bit to cover today, which is awesome. So I put a bit of footage together to show you guys. Ethan's behind the lens here, making sure all runs smooth. So I had an awesome chat today to Caleb, who's just on a 12,000k adventure on his ST250. So we'll hear from him today, which is going to be awesome. Got to Neil, who's got on her Moto 3 up in Queensland, had her first highway ride this week. So show you guys some footage of her. I went trail riding this week. How good's that? A ride week Wednesday. So that was a birthday ride for me. And me and the boys went to Blue Rock Dam, so we'll talk a bit about that today. What else we got? Oh, I want to welcome the Cafe Racer Club, BJ and Caleb and the boys in Sydney from the Cafe Racer Club. Check them out on Instagram. They've just got their ST250s. They're going to be pumping some content our way real soon, so check those guys out. Got delivery updates for each model, so we'll talk about that. I'm making some huge quality improvements and operational improvements here at the assembly facility down in Frankston, so that's awesome. We're going to talk about that. We're making some, and we've made some support improvements to our system, the Braaap knowledge base, the team here who can help our customer base and communicate more, so we'll talk about that. I've got a few parts to show you guys and some discounts, so I'm going to make some discount codes while we're here. Got Braaap gloves, Braaap body armour, front guards for cafe racers, black speedos, which if you've got a cafe racer and you want to black it out, the speedos are go. So we'll talk about them. What else we got? About it. Probably just listen to you guys, answer some questions and hang out. So yeah, we should start. Let's talk about Caleb. So Caleb's been a customer of ours. He owns a Braaap ST250. Got to have a chat to him on Zoom today. He's up in Bundaberg, and we'll give you just the highlight here so it doesn't take too long, but so awesome to see people just jumping out on an adventure and going for it. And he's chucked 10,000 Ks on his ST250 already, so it's a great testament to the bike, and now he's about to put a whole another 12,000 Ks on it too. So a great long-term test of the ST250, but most of all, we're kind of living our adventure side through him at the moment and all his Facebook stuff. I should give you guys, he messaged me a second ago, I should give you guys his social media. So go 2 Wheels Home, or at 2 Wheels Home on Instagram, and check Caleb out. And Caleb Bravo on Instagram too. Check him out. We'll put him in the link comments here. But Ethan, if you want to roll out, we'll check out Caleb's little summary of his journey so far.
Dude, thanks for coming on and making time for us. It's yeah, good to like have you on Zoom here and be chatting to you, because been getting jealous following your Instagram. And what are you doing, like 12,000 Ks or something, is it? Or
Yeah, just over 12,000, close to 12 and a half. Yeah, from Melbourne up the East Coast, then across west to Darwin, down the Stewart Highway to Adelaide, and then back by the Great Ocean Road.
wow, that's a hectic trip. So what have you done to the bike? How have you prepared for it?
Yeah, man. So I took it into St. Paulie down in Frankston, and he tuned it up for me. So he put the gearing kit on it, so we can obviously sit more comfortable at higher speeds. Raised the forks a little, got some fresh tyres on there. I'd just come home from overseas. My cousin had the bike for the 2 years I was gone, so he just had it freshly serviced to give back to me. So that's as far as the kind of the tune-up went. And then I picked up a defect notice in New South Wales for the exhaust.
No way, for the exhaust.
Yeah. So I took it to a few mechanics to get that sorted, all of which said, you must be the most unlucky guy, or you did something to piss the cop off. So it's a fresh exhaust on there as well. And yeah, just threw the saddlebags on as well. So I've got a little bit of storage, but other than that, it's pretty much how it was when I bought it back in 2017.
Man, that's awesome. I love hearing that. I reckon, yeah, you guys, just the spirit of adventure represent so many people that buy our bike and just want to get out. I mean, most people like me and use their bike to get to work or a bit of fun on the weekend, but 12,000 K journey is definitely on the bucket list. So, and so tell us about your bike. Like, what sort of maintenance have you had to do? What sort of warranty stuff have you had? Like, how's the bike been?
Yeah, really good, man. So yeah, it's a ST250 2016. I picked it up in 2017. It had done 10,000 Ks before the trip started. And so yeah, we ticked over to 13,000 now. Obviously the whole trip's going to be 12. Yeah, I mean, like it's been obviously putting it through its paces. The only things that have kind of been a bit of a hassle to get fixed up are we took it off some really hectic off road. We're talking road works, like it's just been graded, big tire, and it just switched off.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's got to be got something in the carby, like drain the bowl, check the fuel was all good, change the spark plug. And then this guy who was the mechanic rocked up and he was like, it's got to be the carby. So he took it apart for me and he's like, here's your problem. Pulled out the main jet, screwed it back in, and we were good to go.
For any like budding adventure riders, someone who's like sort of just thinking about doing their first adventure, what's kind of and say they've bought a Braaap, they've probably got a 250. What's sort of your suggestion? Do you have any hot tips for them?
Yeah, man, I mean, the biggest one I think is like, and I think I'm learning this on this trip, is like, you just got to go. Like there was so much planning around, we had spreadsheets, we had stuff we needed to buy. It all went out the window with Victoria going into lockdown, and it came to Friday the 18th. The weather was terrible, but it was the first day of restrictions at ease, and we just kind of went, all right, we're going to do this? We're doing this. And then it was just, you got to get those first few Ks out of the way, and then you're in the trip. And then from there on, it just builds on itself. I'd also say that, like, yeah, don't think you need to be Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman on big BMWs or Nathan Millward on a postie bike. Like, just deal with what you got. Yeah, strap some saddlebags on and, yeah, just get out the door.
Matt, I love it. Well, you've inspired me. I want to chuck an adventure on the calendar, maybe a bit smaller than 12,000.
All right, guys, how good's Caleb? So, yeah, thanks for that, bro. Really appreciate you jumping on Zoom today and coming to us from Bundaberg. And we've got heaps more. We've got the full interview we'll chuck up on our YouTube probably today. So, you'll be able to check that out. And I know heaps of the guys have been commenting on here. I'm with you, Steve. I've been loving watching Caleb and the guys on their adventure. So, yeah, give us a comment if you're watching, tracking along. If you've got any questions, shoot them at me. I'd love to use this time to answer any questions and do my best to direct things around. I know we've got a heap of guys that have purchased bikes and are waiting, so massive shout out to you guys and just really appreciate you guys joining us. We're a small family business. We're doing everything we can to stick it to the big guys, and we're underdogs, and we're doing what we believe is required to be the best value and number one value motorcycle in the country. So everything we do is about that. How do we drive the price down, keep our quality high, and offer a bike that's awesome? And yeah, I love hearing from people like Caleb who have, he's been on a Braaap since, 2017. So yeah, good long-term test there. So thank you, mate. Next week we've got a few other guys coming on, already teed them up. Actually, I just had Stuart emailing me, so shout out to you, mate, if you're watching. But he's a Moto 3 customer who works in the technical division of Bentley on the Gold Coast. So he's going to come to us on Zoom in a few weeks from their workshop, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be an awesome workshop. So anyway, if you're out there and you're doing some adventures or something cool with the Braaap bikes, yeah, it'd be awesome to get you on a Zoom. If you know anyone, tag them in here so I can get them on Zoom. It'd be awesome. So let's talk about delivery updates, because that's going to be the biggest one that I get asked here. So I know we've got a heap of people hanging out to know when they can ride. So we'll start with the big one, because it's the most people waiting and it's the one that's been delayed. Got the boys here. That's the ST250. So good news, finally the bikes are here in the country. The ship arrived today, I heard from the shipping line. So we're just waiting for the trucks to bring them to our warehouse now. And they'll start being delivered. At the moment, they're scheduled to start being delivered Tuesday. So I mean, we're in the hands of the shipping line. So any day we'll be able to get those bikes in the warehouse. And you can see in the background, we've made room. We're nearly empty again here with bikes. It's about 80 bikes. 80 bikes here assembled, waiting for customers to pick up. So that's been a bit of a hassle with all the lockdowns and all the challenges. The warehouse is full of assembled bikes, and all the bikes in boxes, they're all on time, so they don't need to be assembled just yet. And we've got space now to focus on the ST250. So containers start arriving early next week. It's going to take us a few weeks, up to a month, to get those assembled and ready for dispatch. And obviously, the more regional you are, please talk to us about when your truck's booked in. But you will hear from us. Jack is back in action. He's in quarantine because he went to a wedding in Queensland or New South Wales last week, so he's in quarantine, but he'll be working remotely next week to call every ST250 customer who's waiting and just make sure that your address is correct, you've purchased any regio, delivery, any extras, you've got Alex and the guys and any fitment and aftermarket accessories you want. So yeah, thank you guys for waiting with us. If you waited too long, we appreciate your patience, and yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to say it's worth the wait when they finally get there. So, and for us, like, to have you on your bike and riding is the best thing. We don't have Marc Marquez winning MotoGP. We have you riding to work and you riding on the weekend and having heaps of fun, and we want you to be a customer who loves the Braaap brand and loves your bike. So we're keen for that. And actually, we've put a huge amount. I'll talk about our quality improvements here, which has been a big focus for us operationally, as we really spent the first half of 2021 catching up from the challenges of 2020. Huge amount of volume. We had a whole year's worth of bikes plus our normal sales all get delivered all at once. So our call volumes was like, just every system got broken because of that and the challenges that come with such a huge workload all at once. But we've got some really good stuff happening. We've hired Bryce, who is ex-Nissan. He knows this industry back to front. He comes in as a professional in this industry to really lead the site here. And our senior team, like, we've got Alex on fitment and accessories and upgrades, and Darren leading test rides, and Dan here helping with any issues that are required mechanically, and then just the standard assembly boys who are just getting better and better at their role as well. So we've got a 44-point quality control checklist in place. We do our own internal audits. We also have Australian government audits, and we offer lifetime warranty. So we want to make sure your bike is really high quality. We love the product, and we know that it's important, especially as we start to distribute, and we are mostly distributing interstate and around the country, that your bike is super reliable. But I think probably the big thing for us is that we've been doing these bikes for many years. We're not trying to be cutting edge on technology. We're trying to build a bike that's awesome, that's high quality, that's reliable, and gets delivered to you as it should. And we're doing everything we can to make that process better and better. So yeah, anyway, hopefully that gives you confidence that it means a lot to us. We test ride the bikes here. We put a couple of Ks on the bikes. We do bench tests and we do road tests here to make sure we can do everything we can to give you a great experience when your bike turns up. So that's getting better. We've slowed our process down a bit. We don't have all the backlog of 2020 now. We're kind of getting back to business as normal. So it's a great thing for us, and it's a great thing for our customers too. So keep an eye on that. Big support improvements. So if you go support.braapmotorcycles.com, you get to our knowledge base. We're building this out. If you're a tech head, you'll know Zendesk. That's the software system we're using. And we're doing everything we can to put more and more info on there. But also we've got extra staff here manning the support tickets. So you can go there, you can request a support ticket. We're measuring our response times now because we want to be much better at communicating to people, especially now our volume's grown. We're getting bigger and bigger. We've got more and more people coming on board. So we are here to help. We've got mechanics, we've got parts people, we've got Eden and the dispatch team, and Jack and the upgrades team all on the phones, Lisa on the sales phone, and then the rest of the team just here ready to help. It doesn't mean that you can call and get us immediately. So we just ask you to submit a support ticket and we'll get back to you. At the moment, we're still at around 24 hours to 36-hour response time. So we are here, we will get back to you. There's more and more info getting put on the knowledge source or the knowledge base at support.braapmotorcycles.com. So check that out, and we love chatting to you. We are doing we're investing hard in making sure we can be more customer focused and have more time to talk to you guys. So that's cool. What other questions I got here? I got a few questions coming here. Steve about ABS, great question. See, Nathan, thanks for your help this week, mate. Have a good weekend. Yeah, getting asked about ABS. So I'll go into a few Q&As, and I've got more to chat about, of course. But let's go through Q&As and make sure I've answered all these questions. Yeah, I can see a heap of you guys on here. Oh, Caleb's on there. Thanks, Caleb, for your Zoom earlier. That was awesome, bro. Lachlan asking when the shipment of bikes to Darwin is leaving. I think your bike was on the one for Thursday. I did just reply to a few Facebook posts about some bikes in that region, so please just check that. But I believe that Eden has Dave from We Are Global Transport picking up a heap of bikes to go up that way on Thursday, so that's good. NT's been really hard for us to deliver to, so apologise that that's taken a few extra weeks to get your bike out, mate. But keen as to get you going. Anthony asking about SS125s. Man, they've been popular, especially since people have been getting them and having fun on them. So they're still about a month away. Check the delivery updates page. That's where I put all my info. I normally do an update on Mondays for all the delivery updates page. And yeah, like just use the spreadsheet. It'll tell you our expected date if the motorcycle is on the boat from China, if it's arrived in our warehouse, or if it's on the assembly line, or if it's ready for dispatch. They're our kind of key milestones. So keep an update on that. Best just to look at that. If you get stuck, you can ask us, submit a support ticket, but we are here. Josh asking us about the MX450 ADR, will it be soon? Well, good news, bro. I sent an email out about 2 hours ago. We got our ADR approvals last week. An email went out, so if you didn't get that, please comment, because you should have. And yeah, they're approved. You can probably see bikes in the background put together, and next week they'll be getting dispatched, so awesome news. Now what else we got here? Great question, D, about what's the difference between the ST400 and the Moto 4, obviously besides looks. The ST400 is really the big brother to the ST250, our cafe racer, and the Moto 4 is the new version of the Moto 3. It's a 400cc. They both run the same engine, 400cc twin, both run ABS brakes. Really comes down to styling. Obviously the Moto 4 is sport focused, so if you're going to do that type of riding, go that bike, and if you like the look of it, go that bike. The ST250 is all about the cafe racer, so a bit more comfort driven, a bit more style driven, and yeah, so check that out. Ethan, I've lost all my comments here. Oh no, I've got them back. Dan asking any updates on the Cruiser. So Moto 4, all testing's done and submitted, so we're just waiting for government now. So that's actually on track for probably a September delivery, you know, God willing, with all this COVID stuff. And then the STs we've updated, so STs, the Cruiser, and the Moto E electric bike, we've updated to a spring ETA, just because we're still waiting on some testing. The Cruiser, we're waiting on the brake test for the ABS. The ST400, we're also waiting for a noise test. So just a few tests we're just waiting on. Huge problems with Sandown Raceway and all the delays, but we're getting back on top of that. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. What other questions I got here? Shoot questions, I will get to them. If I missed it for some reason, I'll get to it. But yeah, really good to answer these ones. So I got a question from Tanil, which prompts me, we've got your video here, Tanil. So just want to give a shout out to Tanil. Love seeing all your videos and comments on Facebook. And also just love seeing you have a crack and getting your adventurous spirit out there. And the video we got is your first highway ride. So that was pretty awesome to look down and see the speedo smashing 100 and hitting the highway with ease. So yeah, Ethan, show us the Tanil video. Awesome, Tanil. So good. I love seeing new riders get on the road, and yeah, full disclaimer, Tanil's actually my cousin, so yeah, love seeing her ride and get out and about, and yeah, awesome up there in Brisbane on the Moto 3 repping. So going to talk about Braaap gloves. Anyone got a set of these yet? I'm actually pretty pumped on these. You can see we've got the Braaap logo in there and the tag and stuff, and yeah, they're actually really nice gloves. So I got a promo, 20 bucks off. I'm about to chuck the code in here, so yeah, you got them, Ethan. I reckon they look cool. Cafe Racer glove especially, Moto 3 guys would like them too. Repping the Braaap logo, pretty warm for this time of year. So yeah, check out the Braaap gloves, 59 bucks. Heap of them in stock now, and I've got a $20 discount code for the next 2 hours. So if you want to go get them, use the discount code LIVE, L-I-V-E. So that's pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about while we talk about parts. What was it, Ethan? I've got my notes here. Talk about parts. Well, I thought I should give delivery updates on parts, actually, because there's been a heap of cafe racer guys, especially, and some SS125 people have ordered parts and haven't received them. So ST250 flow kits arrived, so that's good news. They're going out. Performance kits have arrived for SSs and STs. We've got our cafe racer bundles here ready. Don't know if you can see all the parts up the back there on the mezzanine floor, but we've been pumping super hard on parts. Hired a new staff member, so shout out to Lucy, who's been picking and packing hundreds of orders this week to get us caught up. So getting better and better, lots of parts coming and going as we speak. So thank you guys. We did a massive flash sale to drive the price down, and our goal is always to get you to purchase early so we can only build or buy what we sell, and that allows us to be more efficient and, what was that, sorry Ethan? Oh, sweet as. It allows us to be more efficient, drive the price down, and our goal is always to deliver when your bike gets picked up. But obviously in this day and age, it's difficult to be on time, but we've gone and put heaps more stock. We've built stuff ahead of time. So that's a big encouragement to anyone who's looking at Braaap at the moment. We're doing everything we can to get ahead of these delays. Delays are not awesome for us. They cause us heaps of friction with you guys asking us questions, you guys being disappointed, that type of thing. We're doing everything we can to be as transparent as possible about our delivery times. That's why we created the delivery updates page. But we've broken our rules. We've gone and built bikes ahead of time. So we've got hundreds of ST250s on their way that are built ahead of time. Same with the Moto 3s. We have black Moto 3s in stock. We run a promo today where you could purchase today and get it today, which is not something we do always, but there's something we could do today to make room here. But yeah, if you're a Moto 3 customer, a dirt bike customer, MX450 customer, an ST250 customer, bikes are built ahead of time. Check out the delivery updates page on all of our bikes to hear that and see that. But yeah, just want you guys to know that delivering on time is important to us, although it's been difficult, and we're getting better and better. We're finally delivering some bikes ahead of time. So good news, buy with confidence, and just make sure you understand whatever model you're buying, speak to the dealer, read the website, and know what you're purchasing, know the program you're purchasing on, and know your delivery date. So that's good. Yeah, a few shout out to Adrian Smith here. See you there, bro. Hopefully you're ripping up there in Sydney. Shout out to Wayne. How are you, mate? Thank you. Hopefully you guys are okay with the flood. I saw the photos. Rajit, hopefully you saw the delivery updates, mate, on the bikes there. Same with you, Tom. Shout out to you, mate. Thank you for watching. Man, there's so many of you guys on there, I can't keep up. Ashley asking, do we still have a retail store in Frankston? No, mate, we're fully online now. That's how we drive our prices through the ground and do these live streams to try and make you feel local. So, Ethan, what else we got? We've done Caleb and his 12,000k journey. We've done Tennille and her first ride on the highway. Let's talk trail rides. What, we got a little bit of footage, probably just a bit of bragging. I think we only got it. All the helmet cam footage will come next week from the trail ride, but we went up to Blue Rock Dam on Wednesday. It's my birthday yesterday, so I took the day off to go dirt biking to celebrate, and we shredded through Blue Rock Dam. I did everything I could to kill the MX450, including I'm short, so I can't touch the ground properly, and on this steep as hell hill, covered in tree roots on every direction, I fell off about 15 times, got stuck for like 40 minutes, and just on the limiter the whole time trying to get up this hill. I got there, but I boiled the bike, steam everywhere, dropped it, like lost I don't know how much petrol, but way too much petrol from spending too much time on the ground. And anyway, bike loved it, didn't let it cool down, did no maintenance, and rode for 2 hours more. So got to the Erica pub, it was closed, so we kept riding, and awesome trip. If you're down in Victoria and you go on dirt biking, I just used Rec Reg yesterday, but the MX450 is now ADR approved, which is awesome, so you can have confidence when you ride along the road to get between trails. And yeah, we just found heaps of single trail up there at Willow Grove at Blue Rock Dam, so go check it out. Yeah, that's it. That's the only footage that I got on my phone was the wheel stand, and Yeah, nothing better. So MX450, stoked to say to you guys, I'll give you delivery updates that the ADR approval's fully received, bikes are here. Next week we'll be dispatching the bikes, so please jump on and get your production and dispatch preparation stuff done. Buy your rego, buy your freight, any extras you want. And good news. So there's a few left as well. So if you're someone who's looking to buy an MX450, please check the delivery updates page. But there are bikes left in stock and we can get them dispatched with no risk of delay because they're literally here. And we're trying to make space in this warehouse. We've got so many bikes coming. So we're getting stuff out as quick as we can. So good news for MX450 crew. Thank you for waiting and thank you for getting on the pre-order, and it's gaining popularity. So our goal there is to be #1 value enduro bike. Yesterday I rode with a Beta. He had a Beta 300 with a Recluse clutch, with a crake, a clutch and brake. Set a, aftermarket. He's upgraded his suspension, all the gear. My other mate had a 21 KTM 300. My other mate rode a KXF 450. My other mate rode an RMZ 450. So what I'm trying to get at is you should be able to ride the MX 450 with all your mates, no matter what they ride. We always rev them up, say the MX 450 is a Euro eater. I do my best to go past them. But really what we're trying to say is heaps of fun, fully ADR approved. We believe it's the #1 value enduro bike on the market. And I've been shredding mine. And also, of course, you can chuck motard wheels in it and ride it to work. So that's pretty cool. Delivery updates for Moto 3 people. So Moto 3 people, black bikes are in stock. If you'd like to upgrade to black, you can and get your bike sooner. The white motorcycles have been on the water for ages. They got quarantined, all sorts of things, but the white Moto 3 is expected to arrive in 2 weeks, and then we've got to assemble the bike. So please jump onto your pre-production and your dispatch preparation page, get your rego and all your stuff ready for when the bikes arrive, so you're good to go. Any upgrades as well, get them ready so we can make sure they're here good to go. So yeah, check out the updates page. What else can we talk about? Moto E, man, this thing has been super popular. Last month was a big month for the Moto E. We did the video for the Oz Electric Vehicle Association down in Adelaide. Chuck that on YouTube, so check it out. Put a bit of a blog up as well about our Moto E. This is a huge innovation for us. Man, we're pumped to be entering into the electric motorcycle category, and we're coming in swinging, we're coming in hot. We expect to be the highest volume in the category. We're building a bike that looks awesome, that's fast enough to go on the highway. Range, you're looking between 100 and 140, 150k range, depends how slow you ride. So good enough. And really aggressive price. So check that out, massive promos on. We're looking for delivery end of this year, 2021. We're on track for that. We're just getting our ADR and the ABS brake approvals, so that's pretty cool. Coming through. I think I've updated every bike, so if I've missed something, please put it in the comments here. I'm getting asked about upgrades for the ABS. We will have ABS brake upgrade kits. But they'll be about 500 bucks. That's a point to say, like, if you've got any mates looking to get a Braaap, now's the time to get it, because the ABS upgrade has to happen in November, and that will push the price of our bikes higher. So now's the best time to get a Braaap 250. All our 400s and above already have ABS brakes. Don't get me started on a rant about ABS too quickly, but yeah, so you can upgrade if you want. My personal view, and this is 100% my own personal view, please don't take it to the bank, do your own research, think about it yourself. My thoughts are that a 250cc bike, you don't need ABS. I believe that the brakes are a great brake, and I believe you get a good feel for the brakes, and we've never had any feedback of anyone having an accident because they didn't have ABS brakes. That's my personal view. That is against the government's view. They believe ABS should be on every vehicle. So in November, our bikes will all have ABS brakes. The challenge for us is that it puts the price up. So now's a great time to buy a bike. And if you want ABS, we will have kits available. And like I said, I think it'll be around 500. We'll wait and see what it costs. So when we get closer. Phil asking about the EV tax on the Moto E. I actually don't know yet with the rego and the EV tax. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one too. If you guys have any info on that stuff, please let me know, because it's really hard to navigate what the government's wanting to do with the EV space. It's an interesting space. So I'm going to check the link here to the Braaap gloves on the Facebook. Did you already do that, Ethan, or do I need to do that? No, I'll do it. Here we are, and the discount code for 20 bucks off is live. Check that out. So Please jump on, shoot me any questions. I'm going to answer them all while I'm here. I'm just trying to find this live stream. Gee, I can't see it there, Ethan. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to put this link in here. Here we are. It's loading. Live stream life, eh? Always something here. Ethan sent me a note because I forgot saddlebags. There's a discount code. I'm going to put them down too. Oh, here we are. I've got the comments now. And the black Speedo. Here's the gloves link. Is it working? Oh God, here it is. If you can't see my link, please bear with me. Go to the options and upgrades page. Use the code LIVE and you'll get $20 off your gloves. Also, got Braaap body armors. These are for the dirt bike guys. If you've got an MX450, I recommend them. Got them on special, full pressure suits. They're $100 today, so jump on them. They're great value. Now's not a good time for a call. Yeah, they're awesome, so check them out. We're building our web store up and up. Cafe Racer guys, these are an awesome product got in stock, is the shorter rear guards. That's one of the first things I put on my ST250 Cafe, so check them out. And the other thing that I love is the black Speedo and headlight. So black Speedo here on display, really cool because they come chrome and they look way better black. So great if you want to black out your ST250. So check those out guys, they're all on the website. Best bet for any options and upgrades, Lucy is dispatching everything that's in stock. She checks Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for dispatch. So if you order this today, it'll start getting dispatched early next week. So, sorry mate, what did you say? Oh, this one. Oh, good. So yeah, check them out. What else have I got to cover here for you guys? We'll cut and shut stuff, delivery updates we've covered. We've covered the support centre, we've covered our quality improvements, our new site manager, we've shown you to Neil and Caleb, we've shown you my dirt bike ride up at Blue Rock. Oh, welcome to the Cafe Racer Club. BJ and Caleb, want to give a shout out to those guys. Man, they're awesome at their photos and videos, and they do some awesome rides and making me jealous about their Cafe Racer lifestyle. So they got ST250s, they've pimped them up a bit, some nice options and upgrades they've put on them. They're going to be starting to produce some content for us. So keep an eye on those guys. Go follow them, the Cafe Racer Club on Instagram. Check those guys out. Give them a shout out if you're watching, boys. Can't wait to see some of your stuff next week. And that's it. Thank you guys. Another week done. Got to give you my disclaimer. You guys hear me bang on about it all the time, but obviously I'm not your dealer. I don't know your personal circumstances. I probably spoke about payment plans today and insurance and finance and rego. Please talk to your dealer about that. Obviously, I'm not selling you a motorcycle. You purchase that through your dealer. BraapMotorcycles.com is fully licensed to PWS motorcycles. You can go through them and buy a bike. You can speak to the dealer. They'll help you with anything you need. Lisa and the team and Annie and Paul and the team are awesome. They'll help you. And we are really just one big family, but technically, I got to tell you that obviously I'm not selling you a bike right now, just talking about general topics in nature. And our competitors will do anything they can to trip us up because we're driving the price of this type of motorcycle through the ground. Our volume's increasing. We have hundreds of passionate customers that love what we do. Like just last week, Annie went through and had to call 100 customers to verify and reconcile a few things. And out of 100 customers, we had 98 customers that were just super pumped and thankful for their bike like a year on, which is awesome, especially given that we've gone through the COVID season. We have been late in 2020. Lots of people are pissed off at that. And we're doing everything we can to be here, to be visible, and to get you on the road riding your bike and hopefully telling your friends about what we do here at Braaap. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll call that a live stream, 34 minutes. See you guys next time. And if there's any questions that I haven't answered, myself or someone from the Braaap team or dealership team will jump on here and answer every question. If you do want some support, you want to get in touch with us, you want to book a call, go to support.braapmotorcycles.com. Everyone will help you. It might take us 24 to 48 hours to get back to you though, please understand that. We see many people put a support ticket in and then go straight to Facebook and call us a bunch of arseholes because we didn't call them straight back. But we're just being super transparent to say it takes us 24 hours to 48 hours to get here, but we do have mechanics, we do have parts people here, we do have warranty people here, we do have sales people here who want to help you. We're here, we're talking, we're doing hundreds of calls every day, and it's good to say that here so people know that. And most importantly, check out the promos, what we're doing, and we'll keep smashing it and keep getting bikes on the road. So I'll go back and answer some of these questions. Thank you guys. Have an awesome weekend. If you're riding, post some photos. I'd love to see. Braaap.